Welcome back. Let's answer some of your questions. And first up, our new video question. Jim, it's for you. Watch.
Hey, everybody. I'm Andrea from New York City. Huge fan of the show. And my question is, as a 24-year-old new investor, it's my understanding that I can be a bit more aggressive and take on a little more risk with my investing. That being said, let's say I have around a $20,000 portfolio. What percentage do you feel I should be going into some of those riskier high-tech growth names as opposed to putting my money in some safer spots? Thanks.
All right, well, first, because I'm a believer in index funds, you got to put your first 10,000 in index funds. I also like, if I'm this gentleman, he's 24, if he has a risk bent, I am literally willing him to put 50% in risk. I'm sure there's some people who think that's too high, but we have average life expectancy in the 80s, so why not go for it? So half index fund, use S&P, and then half your heart's desire. You can use an aggressive growth fund if you want to, or pick stocks. I would certainly not say that once they reach the 30s, but I just think that to go back in time and have done that and found a FANG name would mean that you could retire. So I'm out there, 50% aggressive for a person who's 24.
All right, love it. Love the new video questions, too, by the way.
Oh, we're all jealous. We're trying to figure out how to do it on our show.
Don't steal it. Joe, to you, Clem in Virginia. Is it time to sell Old Dominion?
No, it's actually time to buy Old Dominion. You had a nice pullback from 207 down to about 176. 100% U.S. exposure, which I like. We're transporting consumer and capital goods, which is a great story. Cheap fuel. Old Dominion, the whole story for 2020 has been that the pandemic is going to restrict margins. That just has not been the case. And this is a quality transport name that you want to own and buy here.
All right, to the Linkster from Chris in Canada. AMD, is it a buy, Steph?
I like it. It's a new position for me. I bought it about a month ago, ahead of the quarter, and I just think the news that Intel gave them a 3-year lead in the 7-nanometer processor is just a game changer. They also have great end market exposure between industrials and gaming, and they've got an amazing CEO. I know Jim knows Lisa Su very well, and I think she's just kicking butt.
No, the first time I met Lisa Su, Dr. Su, first time I met her, before we sat down, she said, "You're dead wrong about Intel, and we're going to crush them." And AMD was about 5, and Intel is where it is now. And I went home and I told my wife, I said, I just had the most amazing dinner in the world. I was schooled before I even sat down. I think this person's right. She's from about 10 blocks from where my wife is from in Flushing, and she is a miracle worker. And anyone who doesn't, I totally, this is the right level. I know it can still go down because it just moved so much, but the fact that she has this lead on Intel is unforgivable. And I know that there are people like, there are people who used to run Intel who just must be aghast.
There are people who used to own.
Unfortunately, we're not alive. Would just be shocked to see Jerry Sanders' old company doing better. It's remarkable.
There are people who used to own Intel and who don't anymore, like Steph, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, it was a complete game changer. That was the entire reason why I actually bought AMD and sold Intel.
Let me get one more real quick, Carrie, to you. Zadie, California. I own Salesforce. Should I hold it, buy more, or sell?
Well, Zadie, Salesforce, as you know, had an incredible quarter. The stock was up 26% the day they reported it in August. Now, the stock has come back not quite halfway, but it's come back over 10%. And we definitely would hold it. We think that it's got an incredible runway. With remote workers, companies need to be in touch with their colleagues, and in order to be in touch better with their clients and customers, I think having a CRM system is a necessity now, and that's pulled forward. It started to accelerate business that might have been a few years off. So we still like Salesforce a lot. It's not a cheap stock, but definitely hold on to it.